Let's do it.
Welcome, everyone. This is my podcast, Tarik Talks. Going to try my hand in podcasting for a little bit. This is my guest, Will Brennan.
Well,
so let's get into it. Will, how you doing?
pretty good, man. Pretty good. Had a good day today so far.
Good.
Not a lot of sleep last night, but that's sometimes how it goes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
How about you? How's your day going?
Good. Yeah, just actually pretty productive so far. So it's good.
I had a pretty one of those kind of days yesterday. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got a bunch of topics to talk about. Let's get into it.
Bunch of stuff. What do you think we want to start off with here? You had a really good idea earlier. We talked about coffee. Everything about it, how it's, the most used drug there is.
Yeah. To me, I view coffee as, it's like a stimulant, right? Which is a drug, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, but everyone, or a lot of people drink it or have coffee and they rely on it. And then yet when they get off coffee, they have like withdrawal symptoms, headaches, all that.
Yeah. It's super similar with like, I've taken a drug addiction class, like where you learn about like what makes people, do all these things. And we actually had an assignment where we had to not do a drug, obviously, where for, 30 days. And a lot of people in the class chose coffee because it's so like, it has such an overwhelming influence on their life. And it's like, wow, like I don't think I could actually go without drinking coffee, and I actually recently started drinking coffee. I'm a newbie, as they would say in the coffee.
They got you in.
I finally got into it. Pretty interesting stuff.
I think it's interesting. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't look at it that way, but it's like, it's almost addictive, like in a way, because I haven't.
Oh no, it totally is.
Yeah. I haven't drank coffee like my whole life, and this summer I kind of started drinking it.
Yeah, that was me too.
I'm like, man, this is delicious, and I feel wide awake. Like, this is great.
I went from being able to wake up at 10
easily
to now I can wake up at 7.
Yeah.
Drink a coffee, and then my day's good to go.
Yeah. Clears the bowels.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that property.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's interesting to me.
I wonder what the exact number of people who drink coffee in the world. It's got to be over half the population.
It's up there. It's got to be. Especially in America.
Yeah. Oh, definitely in America.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's all over the world too.
Yeah.
It's not like one of those things that's environmentally specific. It can be grown in North America, South America, Europe, Asia. I know it's really big in South America and India.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wonder what would the world be like without coffee. You think we'd be 10 years behind where we are right
Oh my God, yeah.
Because everyone would just be so tired.
I just think because you have to imagine when there was plants are evolving.
Yeah.
So coffee has progressively, assumingly, gotten stronger.
Yeah. People's tolerances.
Yeah. People's tolerances.
Well, that's also they get 8 shots of espresso.
Yeah. I drink 2 cups of coffee and I'm having to chug a bottle of water so I don't start tweaking out.
Yeah.
That's something that always gets me in class. I'll be sitting there and wake up at 9 o'clock, drink coffee, get my day started, and then I'm sitting in class. I'm like, oh, thank God I have this water bottle. Otherwise, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah, I guess a good segue into one of our next topics, intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
So I don't eat until about 1 to 2, and so I work out at about 11. Start my workout at 11, and I drink coffee before one of my workouts. Empty stomach, drink coffee. And I was tweaking in the gym.
Literally.
Dude, I was shaking. My heart was just beating on my chest. And I've never been so strong in my entire life. It was crazy. Yeah,
it's insane. It's that's what we were just talking about before we started filming, that we both do intermittent fasting or intermediate fasting, and it's sometimes I won't eat until 3 or 4 during the day, just because I'm go to class, go to work out. But I always, like you said, I always start off my day by drinking coffee. So there's always something, a little bit of sustenance in me, but who knows whether that's, safe or not.
Yeah.
I actually, one of my coworkers this past summer told me that if you drink 2 cups of coffee a day, it fights liver disease.
Huh.
Yeah.
I've heard there's some good things with coffee.
No,
Like,
it definitely does have
pros.
some health benefits.
Yeah.
Obviously, like speeding up your metabolism is a big one, like you said earlier.
And it suppresses your appetite as well.
Yeah, it
So
does.
that also probably helps with fasting.
Could be a reason. Intermittent fasting, man, is crazy. I don't know if you know this about me, but I've lost like 30 pounds like since the end of last year.
Really?
Yeah, I was probably 225. Now I'm like right around 200.
Yeah.
And it's all just because I was eating like 2 big meals a day.
Yeah.
And then like not eating for 16 hours or whatever it is, and then working out. It's like it literally just shredded. Like it was like it wasn't even like I was losing weight. It was just going like I don't even know where it was going.
Oh man! Wait, so how much are you eating now? 2 meals?
Yeah, 2 meals and then like some things in between a little bit.
And
just because I'm working out a little bit more than I usually would normally. But I usually have a few PB&Js as like a snack.
Yeah.
You know, not too unhealthy, but it gets a little bit of protein in, a little bit of sugar,
carbs.
Just, some carbs.
Yeah.
How long have you been intermediate fat or intermediate? Yeah,
I think it's intermittent.
Is it intermittent or is it intermediate?
I think it's intermittent. I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Let's
look it up.
I've been doing it
Jamie.
for Jamie, go ahead and pull it up. I've been doing it since last winter. So
yeah, that's right around when
almost
I started
a year.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just a chunky monkey. I wasn't really working out that much. I was just like super heavy. I was like what I weigh now, but not working out at all.
Like after football. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And so I was like, all right, I gotta cut some weight.
It is intermittent fasting.
Okay.
So.
Good to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so did that kind of while cutting weight, and it just helped me be able to eat less because obviously, like, I'm not that hungry in the morning.
Yeah.
And I can just push that a few more hours, drink water.
Yeah.
And I'm chill.
I know from like personal experience, like when I was playing for the rugby team, we'd have workouts at like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. So it's like I'm not gonna eat before that because I'm gonna get sick, and then if I'm afterwards, I'm like, all right, I'm not hungry now. So then I wouldn't eat for like, a few hours. So it's just like one of those things where it's like, you don't really realize you're not eating. And then when you finally like are like, oh, wow, I'm actually hungry, and then you can just scarf down.
Dude, that's weird because when I was in football and we had like the 6 a.m. workouts, I would eat before. I would just make myself eat like a sandwich.
Tough.
It was tough.
that is awful. I've never been one of those kind of people that would just be able to like eat in the morning either. Like
really?
I never ate before school in high school or anything like that. So yeah.
I was in there.
I've also had my share of intestinal medical issues.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So firstly, I'm celiac.
Oh,
so I can't eat like gluten or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's actually a really interesting topic, but we'll save that for another day. I recently learned that this was a recent development.
You can't drink beer then, right?
No, I can't drink beer. I can't really.
Well, most beer.
Yeah, most beer. There's a few that are like a Ghost Fish IPA, if you know that. It's based out of Seattle, actually.
Can you drink Corona?
Yeah, Corona. Most Mexican beers, like Corona Pacifico, those kind of stuff. So I actually went to the hospital. Yeah, my intestines got clogged.
Oh.
Yeah, so they had to like put a tube up my nose, down my esophagus.
At least it wasn't your butthole.
Yeah, well, actually, I had that too. So I had to have a colonoscopy. They said I was the youngest colonoscopy they had done so far.
Hey, you got that title.
Yeah, right. If anything, I got that nailed down for me. Let's see.
Damn.
This is something we both really. You said it when we were making our list here. Dreams.
I just love it. Just fascinates me so much. The mind, like dreams. It's just I love it. I don't know. I wish I kind of studied that, but it's just interesting.
I learned a little bit about it, just again through my cognitive psychology class. It's just interesting because like your dreams feel so real when you're like in them.
Yeah. And
then like right when you wake up, you're like, wow, I could tell this dream over and over and over. But then an hour later, you're like, I have no idea what any of that, like what happened.
Yeah. And it's been weird because lately I've been dreaming a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot lately. And like, I don't know why. all of a sudden.
Means you're sleeping good.
Yeah, getting the REM sleep, right?
Yeah.
Which is good, I guess.
Going through your cycles.
Yeah. But I've been having just weird dreams. But I don't know. It's good, I guess. But
Do you have any reoccurring dreams?
I did when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like reoccurring scary dreams.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's not fun. I had one dream that was to this day.
Really?
I'll have it like once a year.
Huh.
It's weird. It's super weird. But and it's one of those weird things where it's like I feel like every time I have it, like it's one of those things where it's like I've had it so many times that it's like now it's like ingrained in my head.
Yeah.
And that's like the difference, like between remembering a dream and not remembering a dream. It's like every time I have it, it progresses a little bit. Mm. So it's like there's like one new thing that happens.
New chapter.
Yeah, in the book of Will.
Do you know, what is the dream?
Oh, dude, it's super weird. So I live in Seattle, like North Seattle, and there's a there's like acres of woods near my house. I'm kind of in like a rural area of Seattle. It's like a little area called Lake Forest Park. There's a bunch of woods, and there's a park near my house, and the dream is that I'm like walking through the woods towards the park, and I stumble upon this like it's like an indoor zoo. Yeah, super crazy. It's like it's indoors. There's all these animals, and that's kind of the progression that happens. Is every time I wake up, I'm like all right, I'm walking there, I walk in. I go to the one part that I always go to. It's like this jungly, like. Like kind of like rainforest type area, and there's a snake in there that like talks to me, and it's like super cool. And
like devil,
but he's like a cool guy. He's like a cool guy snake.
Oh, yeah.
So
cool
and then it like progresses to like different parts of like different animals and like all this, and it's like it's pretty cool.
Dude.
Yeah.
The scary dream I had when I was little was like I would get out of bed. And like the Grim Reaper just pulled me right out.
Oh
like,
gosh! Oh no, that's so awful.
Oh my god! So every time I'd wake up, I'm like tiptoe, like
stomping your feet a little bit.
Do you dream in color? Do you know?
Wow, that is good.
Some people don't.
Question. Do you think that colorblind people could dream in color? I don't honestly know if I do dream in color or not. I want to say yes. I'm going to say yes, mostly just because I'm not colorblind.
Yeah. I think I
So that I'm assuming,
Yeah, because I remember a dream a couple nights ago where it was like Jack in the Box, and I remember it being red.
Yeah.
Or
maybe that's just the association with Jack in the Box, is that it's red, and that you're making that happen in your mind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you see faces when you dream? Some people can't see faces.
Yeah, there's people in my dream most of the times.
Yeah, it's crazy that like you can't create a face, so those faces are people you've seen, even if it's like you have no idea who.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
That actually kind of leads into another one of our topics here.
Beautiful.
Prosopagnosia. You don't know a lot about this. I've learned it a little bit. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but it has to do with faces. And prosopagnosia is a disorder that prevents you from seeing faces.
Like in real life, like you're
you're fully awake, fully aware that you can't see faces, but you recognize like where like your eyes should be and where your mouth should be, and
that just stresses me out.
No, yeah, it's crazy because it's like I couldn't even imagine that,
It's like what? Like, can you tell someone's good looking? Like how? Yeah. Like how do you know?
How do you know? I mean, obviously you can hear people's voices.
Yeah. Because if you can't like make out the face, like
I wonder what somebody with that disorder would like classify as attractive. You know.
So you just see like
I guess it's kind of a good thing, in a sense.
It's all personality.
Yeah, because you're really just basing it off the person's personality, and that's. In the end of the day, that's like if it's somebody you want to be with and they're not the most beautiful person, or they don't have a 6-pack abs or something like that, it's like can't even tell. So why does it matter?
How do they kiss? Can they even know where the lips are? What if they look in the mirror? What do they see in the mirror?
Oh man, I think that we talked a lot about it in class because there's actually a woman that came to Central to talk about prosopagnosia because she has it, And I think, like, I know one of the things that she talked about was putting on makeup.
Yeah.
And that she can still put on makeup because she knows where eyes are, she knows where nose are, mouth, lips, lipstick, and so she can do all that.
Yeah.
But she can't see her face.
It's I don't even know what you look
crazy.
like, but you can see it. That's got to be torture.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're full blind.
Yeah.
Which is terrible, but you're just can't see arguably the most important part of your body.
Yeah. It blows my mind that there's I would have never known that is even a thing.
Was that just wires crossing, or is that from trauma?
I think it does have to do with your optical cords, in your brain. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but how they so that your eyes are connected to your brain, and they go like this, it's like an X. So it's here's your brain, and your eyes go like that.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I'll hold it up to the camera. That's what your eyes do. And so sometimes the connection, when they cross, can be interrupted if they're too close or something like that. And I think from what I remember, that's what he said was partial cause. It could just be from trauma or something like that.
I wonder why your eyes cross, because we see things. Or doesn't our brain? There's something about
our brain flips.
Yeah, it's upside
so
down.
Everything that we're seeing right now, if we didn't have a brain, would be upside down.
Right. Why?
No clue. I could not tell you that.
Why? It seems like just a lot more work for our brain.
Yeah. Well, we only use I won't look it up. I know it's 10% of our brain.
It's not a lot.
No, we don't use a lot of
I use probably about 5%.
Yeah. No, I struggle to use as much.
Yeah.
Much brain.
I wonder if we use all of our brain if we have superpowers. It's like that one movie with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull it up. What do you find him?
Well, it says, according to a survey from 2013, around 65% of Americans believe that we only use 10% of our brain, but this is just a myth. Yeah, it says, according to an interview with neurologist Barry Gordon, shout out to Barry Gordon. He just says that we use a majority of our brain all the time.
Yeah.
So
Mythbusters.
Yeah. Crack that myth.
Not only is it a podcast, it's also Mythbusters.
Yeah. We men of many talents.
Yeah. All right.
All
Man,
right.
we were just segueing great into these topics.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. I think I think it should be known that this is our first trial right now. We're doing pretty well, and
hopefully
I think we can do a few more of these in the future.
Hopefully in the future we got a few camera angles, so it's not just stuck on this one.
Yeah.
But,
Unfortunately, you're getting the left side of my face, which is not my good side.
This is the profile.
Yeah, profile this. So we talked about Dolphins yet.
Dolphins.
Yeah, this is kind of one of the ones we started out talking about.
The genius of the sea.
Yeah, man, those guys are crazy.
They are.
Have you seen the things they do?
They do the echo locating, right?
Yeah, they do that. But they also, I think it's they do those little, and I think they talk. I think that's how they talk.
Yeah.
I think it's a form of language for them.
I think they also do the sonar, right? So they send out a sound and wait how long it takes to get back. Is that Dolphins? I want to say yes.
Let's look it up.
All right, pull it up.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Dolphins do that. Bats do that. And I saw some things about blind people doing that, where they would just go and just see how
or how they tap their stick.
Yeah. And this dude was riding a bike and he's blind.
I've seen that.
That's crazy.
Well, it's crazy how getting a little bit off topic, but how people who have or are lacking a sense, all their other senses are extremely heightened.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Which is always interesting to me.
Echolocation. Dolphins have developed the ability to use echolocation, often known as sonar, to help them see better. Yeah.
See, wasn't off.
Yeah. It just bounces off things and comes back to them. So
that's interesting. But you were saying something about dolphins or mermaids evolving into dolphins, right?
Yeah. I would say that dolphins are like the link, per se, to fish and humans.
Interesting.
Just because of, they're incredibly smart.
Yeah.
Probably smarter than we are.
Debatably.
And there's millions of them out there, if not billions.
Yeah.
Because we think, the ocean is 70% of the world.
Yeah.
So how many dolphins could be out there?
Yeah.
Or real mermaids.
I know, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Real mermaids. Have you seen, I watched this, it's like a fake documentary on
I watched
the possibility of dolphins.
I watched it.
Not dolphins, mermaids.
Yeah, I watched it real hard.
Yeah.
Definitely believed it, and then people said it's fake.
Yeah, no, that kind of broke my dreams, to be honest, a little bit. I think being a mermaid would be sick.
Yeah. I think there's gotta be something close to a mermaid-esque kind of in the ocean somewhere.
Yeah, well, there was that movie that came out. It's called like Blue or something like that, where it was like they captured a mermaid type deal thing, and like they were like the CIA was trying to keep it secret. It was actually a pretty good, pretty good movie. Or pretty well reviewed, I would say. I haven't seen it myself, but
is it like real, like a documentary?
No, it's not a documentary. It's fiction, but and then there's like a whole like love story about this chick that like loves the mermaid man.
Of course, you can't have a movie.
Can't forget about Barnacle Boy.
Can't have a movie without a love story.
No, you can't. You can't.
Huh.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Wish I knew more about it, but
yeah,
we can get into that in later days. We're kind of flying through our list here. I'm down to talk about a few more things if you got a little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, got a few meetings later, but
this one I was a big proponent on. Powerlifting gorillas.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fill me in on that.
Yeah. So this is something that Joe Rogan spoke about briefly. Men, Myth, the Legend.
Yeah, of course.
Love that guy. He's kind of like the Oprah for white men. Yes, powerlifting gorillas. Think about if gorillas knew how to like work out,
we would be screwed.
They would flip buses, dude.
Well,
they probably already can flip buses.
Well, yeah, they're insanely strong already. Yeah.
Could you imagine a gorilla that worked out every day, like for 4 hours?
No, I don't want it. That's the Hulk.
Yeah, pretty much. It would probably be able to jump 400 yards.
Are they actually powerlifting, or is this just like what if?
This is a theory, yeah. Like what if they powerlifted?
Oh, yeah.
I would be interested to see if we could get a gorilla to powerlift. Like if you just put weights into their enclosement,
or they just
if, like, we had them
bash the other gorilla's heads in with them.
Yeah, probably that. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're a little bit wild cards, as they would has been said.
Gorillas are gnarly, and I think they're just beasts. They're just units, and they're just built like a brick shit house.
Well, I was looking at, I can't remember when it was, but somebody was like, who would win between a fight, a bear, like a black bear, weighing in at 900 pounds with a bite force of 500 pounds.
Yeah.
And then there was like a gorilla weighing in at 600 pounds with a bite force of 800 pounds. It's like, dude, a gorilla would kick a bear's ass.
I feel like a gorilla just has more, like, weapons, I guess. Like, it's got the hands, it has feet.
I mean, bears have claws, though. Bears have paws.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like a gorilla could be quicker.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking, too. Like, I feel like a gorilla, and they would be more agile.
Yeah.
Like in their environment. It also depends on what environment they're fighting in.
That's good.
Which brings me back to the age-old question of who would win in a fight between a taco and a grilled cheese. I know you already answered this
apparently wrong
before. Yeah, and you answered it wrong.
Yeah.
I want you to know that. I want the viewers to know that.
Yeah, that's right.
That a grilled cheese would certainly win between a fight with a taco.
I mean, a taco, yes, the shell would break.
Yeah, it's just a lot more fragile.
Yeah.
It's, you know, loose containing.
Yeah. Fucking meat spilling everywhere.
Yeah, right. You don't want that. You want this
grilled cheese. It's hold together.
Yeah, you know they got that grip.
Yeah.
But yeah, powerlifting gorillas, man. I would love to see a gorilla like throw a bus someday.
Hopefully in our lifetime.
Yeah, hopefully not in our lifetime.
Yeah, maybe not.
Because Planet of the Apes totally could be a thing.
Yeah.
If that ever happens.
They rise up.
Yeah, if they ever, like, if one gorilla ever gets smart or something, like, we're fucked.
Game over.
Yeah.
It's not where I want to be.
No.
Alright, anything else you want to talk about?
I can't, we got a few more things on the list, but I'm fine with calling it here.
Alrighty.
We can probably be pretty satisfied.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments if you like a podcast, kind of long form talk style with Will or whoever. Maybe some famous people you want to see on the show. No, I'm kidding. But just make sure subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, give this man a shout out. Put him on Twitter. Put him on Facebook. Do whatever you want to do with it. I will be most likely working with Tarik in the future as a information gatherer, possibly. Sort of a role that Jamie plays for Joe Rogan. So looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, dude, thanks for coming. Yeah. And thank y'all. We'll see ya.